Hey everybody, it's been a little while. Actually, I didn't think I posted anything last month at all, to be honest. I've been working on a Cushman again, as you can see. Made a few changes. I'm going to end up putting the stock air box back on here. I did get a new uni filter for it. The cover, I removed the original air intake, and my thoughts are to put an elbow here, and the Cushman over there, you see that pipe sticking out, had the original air intake there. So rather than have this little Chinese filter on here and risk getting it soaked in water or mud or God knows what, I figured I'll put the stock box back on it and pipe it over there, so that way my air intake is probably 3 feet off the ground, so that should be good. I have to replace the rear sprocket. This is a 47, as you can see. The original one was 14. The lowest front sprocket I get is stock, which is 11. I did have this thing driving a little bit in and out of my garage, and it just doesn't seem to have the low end that it needs, and I'm not looking to go 50 miles an hour on this thing. I'm more concerned about low end, so hopefully that will address that situation. Something else that I encountered that maybe others will need to know this, the original master cylinder was a 3/4 bore, and since I am using a 400EX disc brake caliper, the pedal was very hard. And doing some research, I found out that the original master cylinder diameter was 5/8, so I found a 5/8 master and I replaced it, and now the pedal feels a lot better. It's not as hard as it was. I had to basically stand on this thing to try to get it to stop, so hopefully now that'll resolve that issue. I had gone to an auction last month, and I had picked up a couple of lawnmowers for cheap. Some of you already know about that, and I ended up flipping those right away. $5 for one and $7.50 for another. I did pick up this palm green adjustable angle drill press vise. I ended up buying a whole milk crate full of crap for 25 bucks because it had this in it. I glass beaded the whole thing and repainted it. I had this Rust-Oleum hammered green finish, which I decided to use. I think it came out pretty nice, so that'll be a good thing to have. This is the deck from the Craftsman TYT 4000, which I'll show you in a minute. I've been working on. I stripped it all down, and I gave it 2 coats of Rust-Oleum rusty metal primer, and then 2 coats of satin black. I had all the brackets off. Everything has been stripped off. I have to start reassembly there. Of course, if you look outside, I don't know if you can see, the weather looks like shit outside. And we had some very bad storms come through here yesterday. In fact, I was out, I got caught in it walking my dogs, and had like 2 60-mile-an-hour gusts of wind that came like back to back. And I was literally right across the street from my house on a dirt road, and trees were coming down all around me. It scared the crap out of me. I thought I was a goner. I really did. And I went back there this morning and looked, and there's probably a dozen trees down in those woods, and there's just stuff thrown everywhere. So I consider myself to be very lucky, and I learned never to trust the radar. The radar said it wasn't going to be here till 4:30, And guess what? 4:15, it was here on top of me. So these storms are nothing to joke about. So when, like they say, when thunder roars, head indoors. That ain't no joke. And I think 5 people across the country lost their lives in that storm. There's still about 43,000 people without electricity here in New Jersey. It was 95,000. Upstate New York, I understand there was some tornadoes. So I don't know how. I hope Harvey made out all right by him. I know he said that he usually doesn't get anything by him, but the storm apparently was some kind of crazy thing that only happens once in a while or something. I don't know. Who knows? So anyhow, the garage is a mess because I can't move anything around because of the weather. So I did do a little rearranging. My lift used to be where the Cushman was, and I got the Cushman out so I could do a little better working on it and actually try to move it. And now at least it's movable, and I can use this one bay of the garage if I need to. So here's the DYT 4000. I took it all apart. I started buffing it out, giving it a nice polish. I waxed it up. I ran a new fuel line from the tank all the way up to the fuel pump, new air filter, new ignition coil, new spark plug, valve adjustment. So we're getting close, but the weather has not been on my side. I really want to get this thing up for sale ASAP, but we got rain in the forecast through maybe Sunday now. So that really sucks. Like I said, I rearranged everything, so now I put my little Craftsman 6-inch lathe back over here. And like I said, the Cushman's over here. So you can see I have that whole space basically to work now, which is a lot better than being back in the corner. And like I said, I was anxious to see if it worked, if it moved, if it did what it was supposed to, but, things happen, and I'm glad I figured it out. Hopefully. I did put the roof on, and you'll see I put 2 LED lights up there. And I don't know if I can show you here, but you can barely see it. But I have my light mount / fair lead mount for the winch. That's all on there, all put back together. I have to mount the 2 lights in there. I got these 4-inch LED lights, a set of 4, for $23 off of eBay, shipped to my house. They're aluminum housing. What can I tell you? For 23 bucks, I figured I would give it a try. You go to Tractor Supply, you buy them, they're made in China. You go to Walmart, they're China. It doesn't matter where you get them, they're going to be China. So to me, 23 bucks for all 4, I'll give them a shot. If they work, they work. They don't, they don't. But they're pretty damn bright. I don't know how long they're going to last, but we'll give them a shot for 23 bucks. So, this is my 6x48 Craftsman belt sander that I'm in the process of working on another project. But like I said, I can't paint anything because the weather is so miserable. I got to get that done. I really need to get that done so I can use it. I was talking with Steve Robb. We were talking about air compressors and what have you. And he wanted to see about how I mounted how I have my air compressor plumbed. This is my stand-up Cobalt 5-horse 60-gallon compressor. And I have it plumbed into I believe that's 2-inch PVC. Oh no, yes. I don't know if you can see that. Oh no, I'm sorry, it's schedule. It's 1-inch PVC. I have it plumbed into 1-inch PVC pipe. I have a drop down. I have these drains for the water here. I have it mounted to the wall and other places just using conduit mounts. It goes up, over, I have it teed off. This is going into the shop. This runs along here. I don't know how well you can see that, but that goes down over here by my parts washer. Again, same thing. There's a fitting there, and there's a dump there. It comes out over here across. I have a T down here. My airline, which I keep at the bench, which is just this flex hose. And you'll have to trust me, there is a drain valve back there again. I have the drop down coming down, so moisture should go to the bottom and I can drain it off. And then, like I said, it goes across here, runs across here, and over here to the front. And I have a fitting behind the drill press there, and it's all mounted. And then down the bottom, if you can see it or not, there's a valve there to drain the water out of it. PVC is very cheap and very easy to use, very easy to work with. And it also doesn't seem to attract as much moisture, and you will not get the rust issue that you have with regular pipe. So I've worked in shops before. I've worked in body shops before where we had it all plumbed with PVC. That's kind of where I got the idea of using it. So so if anybody's thinking about plumbing their shop, PVC I think is the way to go. Like I said, it's so easy to get a hold of and so cheap, and you know, anybody can pretty much do it. So that's kind of about what's going on here. Here's another side shot of the DYT. So yeah, that's kind of all that's going on around here right now. That's why I really haven't been posting anything, because you know, we just went like from winter to this crazy rainy season now, and it's like a monsoon season here. It's ridiculous. So I have some other stuff I want to show you, but you know, I need the weather to be nicer to do it. So anyhow, that's pretty much about it from here. I hope everybody made it through the storms okay. That was in harm, if anybody was in harm's way, and I guess that's about it for now. And I will be posting something again soon. Perhaps even a riding video of this thing. Who knows? We'll see. I got to change that rear sprocket out. That's my next step. That's what I probably plan on doing today. So in any case, that's about it. So take care, everybody, and thanks for commenting, liking, subscribing, and we'll see you soon. Bye now.